Hello. What's up, YouTube? How is it going? We are live. Welcome back. One second. I just want to make sure. What's up, chat? Shit, I have chat on the bottom this time. Sorry. One second. I'm getting a slight delay in audio. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Guys, welcome back. This is the BYOG 2024 showcase live stream. Technically, the game jam is already over. Chat, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me just fine? Sorry, apologies for the slight delay. There was a problem with the YouTube link. But don't worry, we upgraded from being 20 minutes late to just 5 minutes late. Okay, great. Thank you, Drago Ryu. All right, guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. So we have a very special and very exciting showcase for you guys today. A couple of things. Oh shit, I had notes. Where did my notes go? Yes. So, oh shit, quick intro about myself. So, my name is Vijay. I was a game designer. I worked as a game designer in India for about like 10 plus years. Currently a contributor for GameDev India, mostly doing like stuff like the YouTube streams and whatnot, and then just generally like buzzing around helping wherever I can. For those who are joining us and don't know what the BYOG stream is, or generally what is BYOG, so that's our build your own game competition or annual game jam where game developers from all over the country in India come together to make a game with a limited amount of time based on a set of themes. This year's theme was, does anyone remember? Evolving abilities. We held the competition. So the competition was back in September. We started on the 19th September, and then it concluded 3 days, which was 22nd of September. We had a total of 645 jammers with roughly 130 games submitted. So, first of all, thank you. Thank you for everyone who's watching. If you had participated, or our folks who are joining us from our Discord community. And if you're not on Discord, then please head over there immediately. Uh, Before I go any further, let's take a quick look at this video. All right, awesome. We are back. Yeah, so that was our BYOG 2024 top 10 showcase collage. Shout outs to Amir, aka Mr. Malik, for putting that together. So yeah, we can finally kick things off. So we have a pretty packed show here today. So once again, congratulations to the finalists. We thank you all for who participated. Once again, shout outs to our Discord community, and thank you to our volunteers. We have a lot of people in the backstage who are helping running the show behind the scenes right now. Again, just quick intro about GameDev India. It's a volunteer-run community for game creators in India. Its activities include organizing events, meetups, game jams, like what we did this year, workshops, talks, demo days, studio crawls, the whole enchilada. If you'd like to reach out to us, definitely head over to our Discord and say hello. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps. It helps a lot. So, speaking of activities, in addition to the showcase that we're doing next week, is the Indian Game Developer Conference 2024, which is happening in Hyderabad. Chat, who's going for IGDC next week in Hyderabad, aside from the top 10 teams finalists? Lego ask, what does BYOG stand for? I think it stands for build your own jam. Oh, sorry, build your own game, not jam. Yeah, I'm just taking a look at the comments. Yeah. So I see a lot of people are also bringing this up. So we actually have our popular choice polling again this year, which is just for the 10 games that we're showcasing today. There is going to be a poll link, I believe, in the description. So either in the YouTube description or chat. Otherwise, it should be shared within the Discord community. So you will have from roughly around now till midnight to vote for your top favorite game that you will see in today's showcase stream. And obviously, if you want to vote for your favorite game now, you can. If you want to wait towards the end of the stream, that's also perfectly okay. Yes, thank you, admins, for sharing that link. Yeah, so the link should be in the chat right now. Okay, so unfortunately, some people won't make it to the Indian Game Developer Conference this year. Myself included, by the way. I'm not going next week either because I'm still in Germany right now. Maybe hopefully next year. But a bunch of people, in addition to the GameDev India team, the volunteers, we also have people from our Discord community that's going to be there. Cool. So in addition to that, we have a couple of other things that we want to share with you before we start off with the showcase. Also, sorry, I should mention this year's BYOG is once again sponsored by IGDC. So shout outs to IGDC team for not just sponsoring this year's competition, but continue to do a conference every year. They've been really supportive. I wish I had the list of names I can mention on stream right now, but I know Machaya is still there. So Machaya, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't mention every single person who's helped us from IGC, but thank you. If you guys want to grab a ticket, by the way, indiagdc.com. You can head over there, and I believe the early bird ticket is still available. I might be wrong about that. But if you are planning to attend, and if you're interested in picking up a ticket, it's a 3-day event in Hyderabad. Takes place at HICC. Cool. All right. So enough about that. In addition to today's showcase for the top 10 games, we wanted to share a couple of videos with you from our judges. So we had 3 judges this year, and in no particular order, we had Chirag Tito Morab. He's the graphics technical director at Ubisoft Montreal. We also had John Kelly. He's the CEO of Aged Dice Studios. And we had Marco Pisano, who is the lead game tech programmer at Remedy Entertainment. So 3 very cool people. And unfortunately, we couldn't bring them on the for the stream today. We couldn't bring them on stage, but we did get some videos from a couple of them, and they have some things that they want to tell you guys. So why don't we go ahead and play some of the videos right now?
Hi everyone. First off, I want to say what an incredible job everyone has done in this game jam. Judging entries has been a blast, and I was impressed by the creativity, skill, and unique ideas you brought to life. Each game had something special, like innovative mechanics and interesting storytelling, and it was inspiring to see the passion you put into all your games. To all the finalists, congratulations, making it this far is already impressive, and I wish you the very best in your next stage. But regardless of the next stage, I hope you keep making awesome games and keep it innovating. Best of luck.
Very nice. And I believe we have one more video that we wanted to play.
Hi BYOG people. I really had a lot of fun playing all the games and seeing all the unique ideas come to life. I think there's some games in there that had very good foundation and potential to be built upon further to be turned into full-fledged games. So I want to wish all the finalists all the best, and a big thank you to BYOG organizers for involving me in this amazing initiative. And I look forward to seeing all of you at IGDC very soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, guys. So that was Tito and sorry, it was Marco first and then Tito. And then, and of course, our third judge who couldn't join us today, John Kelly. Yeah, on behalf of all the judges and everyone else from the GameDev India team who's been helping out, thank you once again. It was definitely interesting going through once again, 100 plus games and deciding who the top 10 would be. And I do not envy the judges at all deciding who the winners are. But regardless, it, the other thing to important thing to point out is this is not us announcing the finalist here. As in, obviously, we have the top 10, but whatever order we're going to be presenting them, it's not going to be, oh, this is number 10 and this is number 9. That's not what we're doing. The actual awards for BYOG will be presented at IGTC. I forget which day the awards is on. I believe it's on day 2. Someone in chat correct me if I'm wrong. 14th November. Okay, thank you, Shagufta. Yeah. So the finalists, like final finalists, final finalist dot final MOV file, whatever you want to call it. But basically, the top 3 will be announced there, and I believe the popular choice as well. Correct me if I'm wrong about that one. Cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading the chat right now. Okay, we're already getting like a bunch of people just suggesting to vote games and stuff like that. Okay, so let's so sorry, there was one other thing I was supposed to do. I'm already forgetting all my notes. Like I've written everything down and I'm basically I'm skipping over everything. Sorry. Before we stream the top 10 games, I actually wanted to do something else and different this year. So this year we had reached out on our Discord community if some people were interested in streaming the BYOG games. Even though in previous year, like for example, last year I had streamed all 100 plus games for BYOG 2023 on this channel, on our GameDev India YouTube channel. This year we want to do something a little different. We want to try and see if people in our Discord community, even if they're not, even if they are full-time game developers or game designers or whatever, if they're active on YouTube and if they also enjoy streaming games and checking new games out from the local communities, we wanted to present that chance and invite those people on and give them an opportunity. So we had 3 streamers this year who helped us out. Shout outs to them. No specific order. We had Game Tout, who streamed almost all of 140 plus game. Yeah, 130 plus games in a span of almost 2 days. That's crazy. We had Mr. Malik, who had also streamed a lot of the games over a course of, I believe it was 2 weeks, which was pretty cool because he gave quite a bit of time for each of those games. He did not like rush through and everything, so that was nice. And he interacted with quite a few devs on our Discord community. So thank you, Mr. Malik. And we had QC Dunn, aka Aditya, who had also streamed his favorite games. So everyone had like their own like different approach, and I actually wanted to take this opportunity and invite them, I believe 2 of them on stage and just talk about their experience about streaming the games. So yeah, can we have QC Dunn and Mr. Malik on stage, please? Hey fellas, what is up? How is it going?
Good to be here. Good to be here.
How's it going, Aditya?
It's nice to be here. Yeah, good to be here as well. Thanks
Guys,
for
thank you so
inviting
much
us.
for joining us. I'm sorry, I'm just horribly distracted by the RGB in Amir's setup right now. It's just like these flashing lights are calling to me right now. Aditya, thank you for having a less messy background for me to not look at.
Yeah.
So guys, I don't know if you caught some of the stuff that I was talking about. I was mentioning a little bit about the different approaches you guys took to streaming the games. But before we want to like talk anything about that, I just wanted to know from you guys personally, what was it like streaming the games this year on your channels? Aditya, why did you start us off first?
Sure. First of all, thanks for having me here, and a huge kudos to Mr. Malik as well as GameTown. I saw your stream. Like you guys have a lot more patience than I do while streaming, and a lot more experience as well. So my approach was to actually play the games offline because, like I said, I don't have much experience streaming. So I wanted to play it a bit safe. I played all the games offline first, then picked a few of them, 20 of them, I believe, and stream them online. But those again, like Vijay said, I don't envy the judges at all. Like it's really hard to pick 20 or even 30 of those games because like almost all of them are really unique games and really cool concepts as well. And yeah, it didn't make my job easy to pick 20 for a 3 hour stream, and that's why I do appreciate Mr. Malik and Gamed Out for going through the entire catalog. It was a really fun experience, and if given a chance, I'd definitely love to do it again next year.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Mr. Malik. So you got to stream pretty much every game.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And I believe you did it in a span of like 2 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, so I took my sweet time. So yeah, I had like other projects going on as well, so I couldn't make time. I couldn't do like longer streams like I did for like previous game jams. But I did manage to like get all the games done. Over a 130 games. I was really surprised. Like I was very surprised when there were all different kinds of games with the same theme. Like I have racing games, I have puzzle games, platformer games. It's like just like action story based games. So I was like very surprised with the just the sheer amount of qualities like and like the creativity that has been gone in these games, and I had a really good time.
No, for sure. No, I definitely. So I will add, I definitely saw both of your streams, and so I had a bit more context, right? Because I had already played some of those games before you guys had streamed some of them. So it was a slightly newer experience for me because last year I hadn't played any of the games, and then I had to stream everything. So everything for me was like was pretty raw reaction. So I actually do envy you guys because you get to like react to it for like the first time, whereas me is like I don't think I could like fake that kind of like that kind of thing. Aditya, you mentioned you were interested in streaming the games next year if we decide to do this again. And yeah, those who are watching chat, if you guys want to see these guys or any of us stream these next year's games as well, just let us know. Aditya, what I want to know is what would you do? What would you do differently for next year?
With regards to streaming or with the game jam in general?
Yeah, if we decide to do like something like this again for next year, what would you do differently?
Probably have a bit more of opinion from the community as well before we start the streams. Like this time, it was pretty open-ended, which I appreciate because it helped us plan or do our own thing. But given how it went this year, if the community wants us to focus on more things, like I had a few people come in and ask for a review of their game. So maybe if we knew beforehand if people are going to join and if they wanted us to play their game on stream, that would help me plan a bit more in advance and have a more interactive stream as well.
Got it. Amir, how about yourself? What would you consider doing differently for next year if we decide to stream the BYOG games again?
So I had the same opinion as Aditya as well. Like, yeah, because like every time I would like start my stream, I would stream for about 2.5 hours. So I would pick a game, I would download it, and then I would go to Discord, try to get the devs in chat. So I would try to stream in the evening because that would be the time when devs would be available. Not working at their jobs, or they'll not be busy. They'll be back home, so they might. So the idea is to get them in chat when they'll be available. So, but since it's on the live, it's on the go. It's not easy to get everybody because some of them do come in. Some of them, there are teams, there are 4 or 5 people in a single team. I can't ping all of them. I can't disturb everyone, and it takes me a lot of time to find these guys in Discord, so you don't get like the same IDs because it's different in age. Some have the same, some don't. So that's cool. But yeah, so next year what I'll definitely try to do is like before I stream, like I will definitely pick games beforehand, like 10-15 games max, and I'll let the developers know like a day or two in advance that I will be streaming these games, like specifically your games only, and I would love to see them in chat at that time. And and then just like talk with them, and how it was the game. How did you come up with the idea? How much caffeine did you intake? Did you get any sleep? So just have a good chat while I
Yeah.
play their game. And maybe they help me out when I get stuck, because like the devs are my cheat code in chat. So that's what I would do next time.
Yeah, all game devs who submitted are basically our Konami code for sure.
Yeah.
There's actually something really interesting you touched on, but I'm gonna have to wrap things up here a little bit. So, Aditya, I'm gonna actually, unfortunately, have to say farewell to you because
Yeah,
we're gonna have to pick up the pace with the show today. But you're gonna be,
yes,
are you
yes,
gonna be
of
at
course.
IGDC?
Definitely, yes.
Awesome. So are
I
you
actually
planning to
stay
like
just 10
create?
minutes away from.
Oh,
Sorry?
you're 10 minutes away from the venue.
Yeah, yes, I
Shit.
come every year without fail.
Nice.
Damn, dude. Sounds good. Yeah, if you're planning to put up any content, like, do feel free to share it in our Discord community.
Definitely, I'll be sharing with the community, definitely. Looking
Okay,
forward to
well,
seeing as many of you as there as possible.
no worries, guys. Once again, thank you, Aditya, and Amir will actually be staying back with us. For those who don't know, QC Done, that's the name of Aditya's YouTube channel, and he has the VODs up and everything. So if you want to go back and check out his playthroughs, you can do that. Okay, so now we're on for our next exciting segment. Amir, you touched on something really interesting, and I think I'm going to foreshadow that. We're going to be streaming the games. Not all of them, don't worry. We're going to only do the 10 games that had been shortlisted for the final competition. But we're going to, in addition to having you here, you and I are actually going to be tackling some of the games together on stream with the developers, with the respective developers. So
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
you finally get your wish. Don't worry. We'll have the developers and all their cheat codes, and we're gonna shake everyone down and tell us all the dirty deeds and what needs to be done for each game. So are you up for that for today?
Yes, I am looking forward to it. Let's begin.
Awesome. Okay, so for our first game, and we didn't do these, and again, these are no specific order. We're going to be checking out Employee of the Month, and the team members who are going to be joining us today is Sanchit, Varun, and Supanta. So once these guys are in joining us now. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Hello, devs.
Hey.
Hello, folks.
Hey.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so I am going to bring up your game right now. I have many, many questions,
Yep.
but first, some gameplay. Okay, and I apologize if there's a bit of overlapping sound or any. Okay, I muted that. You guys are not getting any sound from my side, right?
Nope.
It's fine.
No,
No, it's fine.
cool, awesome. So I will be playing these on stream with you guys. Oh, I didn't share my screen. Silly me. There you go. Hey, how does that look on YouTube? Hang on, I'm just waiting it for buffering. Yeah, that looks okay. Cool. All right. So we're going to be talking while I am going to be playing the game. I might ask some questions. Amir will also ask some questions while we're playing. So guys, I have a lot of interesting thoughts about this game. But the first obvious one I'm going to ask is, why a game about game development for a game jam? And
You wanna
anyone
answer
feel
that,
free to
Sanchit?
answer this question, because I have no idea who to ask this question to first. Sanchit, if you want to go first, go for it.
I mean, I think this is better explained by Supanta and Varun.
Okay.
But this is, I think, experience we have all shared, and I think every developer here has shared. And we were thinking about evolving abilities, and we really thought about it. We had made something similar. We were thinking what to make, but then we realized like making game itself is like creating, like evolving your abilities, and you try something out new every day. Some new thing comes up, you have to keep learning here and there. So yeah.
Who came up
So
with this line? The first triple A. Oh, sorry, quintuple
I
quintuple A game. Who came
laughed
up
my
with this
ass off when
idea?
I was like, there's a
That's
new.
all of us.
They just beat Skull and Bones.
Yes.
so this time I think most of the dialogues Supanta wrote, I made I think I started with the intro. So yeah, that's me.
Because anyone who joins will start screaming. Awesome. I love it. Amir, you want to get the next question in?
So yeah, definitely. My question would be to Subanta because quick fact that like these guys have done jams before. They were in the finalist of I think the WTF jam as well with their game Trash Protocol, and that game had some amazing dialogues as well. And the same thing is like very true for this game as well. It was very funny. I couldn't stop laughing. So Supanta's like like did you write the entire dialogue? Like do you have like experience in script writing? Like people want to know, or is it just like on the fly, on the go? How did you come up with it?
I mean, I think we all wrote bits and pieces of the dialogue. I mean, whoever came with whatever idea, we just contributed. I know, we should add this and this dialogue segment, and we edit each other's dialogues. But I feel like the secret to all the dialogue writing for us is to not take ourselves very seriously.
Yeah.
That has been the best part of doing dialogues. You don't have to write the perfect script as long as it's fun to read and fun to listen.
So basically, the way we write dialogues is we unmute ourselves in Discord, say that dialogue. If I hear snicker from the both of them, then it's good to go.
Nice.
That is a
That's the
completely
test.
fair way of gauging whether or not if your jokes are landing with your
It's a
friends.
very sneaky way of getting the like your top 10 dialogues like
You need to drop
Problem
them
is,
like when no one expects.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
just
problem is
randomly
this
when you're
is
coding, just drop a like a random sentence and see the reaction.
this is like on 3 a.m. and stuff, and then everybody's like just hoping to laugh at that point. It's like, okay, then let's just go with it. We might
Also,
so
just
yeah,
crack up on the weirdest stuff.
Also,
yeah,
I'm
go ahead
sorry.
Vijay.
Whenever I see something that asks "draw a spooky enemy," I always think of Pac-Man Ghost. I'm sorry. No, I won't spoil this. By the way, this is not a spoiler. I don't want to play the
Ah,
game to the
nice.
end in case people have not checked out the game. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that is something that is also anyway. Never mind. I've said too much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for putting all this work I had a fun time playing this. I when I was playing this, I couldn't just, like stop snickering at it. I was just playing those like, oh god. If you had to do anything differently for the game, right, based on whatever feedback that you guys have got from others, what sort of changes or updates would you want to make to it after the jam?
I'd say
From the
same as last
original,
time, like test before you push,
yeah.
because we started testing our game like half an hour before the jam ended, and we saw so many bugs. That was the most stressful half an hour that you'll ever find. I think we submitted 2 minutes before the closing time also. Like,
Wow.
That's cutting it
yeah,
quite close.
yeah, we had like so many failures coming up and so many bugs are coming up, and yeah, it's just like pure chaos at the last.
I mean, I understand
Oh
that
shit.
like a lot of devs have the same problem, just because they find a lot of bugs because they don't devote time to QA, which is very important, It's like speaking from experience. And you push your game like on Friday and something goes wrong and nobody's available to fix it for the next 2 days. So yeah, you can't do that. Like QA is like very important. But yeah, but I didn't find any actual bugs in your game. I thought for me it was a very smooth experience. It reminded me like of my like college days when I was like learning game design and everything. I was like I had done everything. I did art, I did everything except for like code. I don't know how to write code, but so all I had to do was just type quickly whatever was on the screen. So that helped. But it reminded me of my like young days of when I was just like learning about game design and just how to build games. So that was great. I thought your idea was great because you learn more skills when you're in the game design field. You like you have to like learn a bit about the every industry, every different field, production, design. There's a whole bunch of stuff, right? So you keep learning new skills as well, like you said. So it's good, and that's how you just learn to make a game like on your own and as a team. So I thought your interpretation of your theme of game devs making a game in a game jam was like really like out of the box amazing.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And also thank you, Supanta, for telling me how to do that specific mini game because I had completely forgotten. Great. So I'm going to stop sharing for now, you guys. So once again, thank you so much for joining us here today on such short notice to talk about Employee of the Month. And I'm assuming all you guys will be at IGDC next week.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are
well,
there.
looking forward to meet you, all of them.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Looking
Thank you,
forward to
guys.
meet the people from the community as well, guys. Thank you for
yeah.
having us.
No,
Thank
we
you for being
appreciate
here.
it. Take care and have a great one.
All right then.
All right. Amir, good stuff. We are now up to our next game. So now we're going to switch things around. I'm going to have to ask you to stream the next game, which I believe is Project Evolve.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so
So
while you set that up, I'm going to go ahead and ask to come on stage. Adwait, are you in backstage?
Hi,
Yes, you are. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am absolutely stressed and hoping nothing breaks in today's stream. But thank you for joining us.
so you guys should be able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cute Potato. Is that the name of your
Yeah,
studio?
that's actually my Discord username. So I just thought, why
Ah.
not make
Yeah,
this?
nice. I like when devs add BYOG like logo as a splash screen in their games. It's just like good production like thinking skills and everything. Like everybody tries to put in their game studio name, they put BYOG as well. So I really appreciate that, and I always go through the credits to see whoever worked on the game. So I definitely appreciate this. This guy, you have your all your
Yeah.
social media profile links, everything, and they work. I clicked on them and they work. So you can go and check out his like stuff. So I did play this game on the stream, so I'm just gonna play this now. So Vijay, you can like go ahead.
Hmm. Yeah, no, of course. Sorry, I was just taking a quick water break there. So Adwait, a couple of questions. So I kind of just want to understand your thought process when coming up. I know the game is technically we're at the intro right now, so we haven't got to the gameplay part yet. But can you talk a little bit about what your thought process was with coming up the narrative for this game, because it's quite involved and interesting, I feel.
So when I heard the theme for the game jam, it was about evolving abilities, right? So first thing I did was I scrolled through Pinterest and I just came across this asylum like inspirations and stuff like from Loki series and Stranger Things. They were the main inspiration for me. And once I saw that and I got the vibe right, and I just started to build a story upon it. And I just wanted to have the main character on the top of the screen, just showing how evolved and his abilities are. So that's what I had in mind. It was just a Pinterest idea, actually.
What was your inspiration for keeping the character on top of the middle of the screen with the stuck in the electrical lamp or whatever this thing?
I thought it was a
Well,
noose.
originally I wanted
Whoa,
the character to
Amir,
move
don't get
around.
us demonetized, please.
I wanted the character to move around, but due to the time constraints, I just had to keep a box and do the gameplay based on that thing. And I
Because it was
wanted some creepy
interesting. Yeah,
vibes to
now
it.
Amir is moving, so you could see this now. So that's quite nice. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, and I needed a horror type or creepy aesthetic to it, but also keeping a retro touch to it from Stranger Things mainly. I
Got
had
it.
that inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, it had. I did definitely feel a little bit about that, but it also surprisingly also reminded me a little bit of you've seen the cutscenes from Portal?
No.
Okay, no worries. But that aesthetic, right? Like this sort of playful, with the
Yeah.
way the colors are presented in the presentation, I felt like there was a nice like 80s kind of like pop
Hmm.
or 70s or 80s kind of pop field
Yeah,
vibe to it.
that's
So
what I wanted actually. The
yeah,
80s retro
exactly.
vibe with the evil AI and everything. That's what I wanted.
Nice. What would you say was like the most challenging part for working on this game, given the constraints and all? You already mentioned about having the character not moving, but was there anything
Yeah.
else?
Usually I focus just on the art for the game, art design. For this one, I took some time with the gameplay design, so it was kind of hard to keep up with both of them. Having a good art style and I mean a satisfying art style and a good gameplay, it was hard actually balancing both of them. I mean, I wanted to still tell a story, but the gameplay should also be, you know, it should work well with the story, and it was hard to balance both of them.
Got it. No,
So
I can understand. Go ahead, Amir.
yeah, I think I had a question because I remember playing this on live stream. Like right after level one, there was a bug that you had mentioned that you can't get to
Yeah,
level two. You have to go back to main menu and like start
yeah,
level two as well. But I'm playing the build right now. That's fixed, I think. So I think
yeah,
you've like quite a bit of improvements as well, right?
yeah. I just fixed the bug. I knew there would be bugs because I spent a lot of time on the cutscenes as well as this game design. So I made the stages menu in the first screen just in case there would be any bugs. And fortunately, there was only one bug during the second level, and many people just wrote it in the comments, so I had to fix them first.
Got
Isn't it
it.
nice people play testing your games and giving you feedback and being like, oh, I can probably fix this and
Yeah.
get it running again. So that's definitely nice. Yeah. So one last question on Wait. What sort of improvement, like in addition to obviously the bug fixes and whatnot, is there anything else that you feel like you would want to add to the game or improve upon, like maybe after the jam?
I would like to improve the third ability in the game, actually. I mean, the first two abilities I had so much time working on and they were well thought out. And for the third one, I had no time, and I wish I had worked more on that. So hopefully after this jam, I'll get to work on those. And, constructing the story in a good manner, actually.
Cool. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's going to be mostly it from us from now, Amir. So I think we can stop for now. So, yeah, guys, for those who are
Yep.
interested, do check out Project Evolve. And yes, we are running the popular voting poll. I know everyone is spamming in the chat. Go vote for this game. Go for that game. So I'm going to give a shout out to Project Evolve as well.
Thank you.
So otherwise, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate you being here. Will you be at IGDC next week?
Yeah, sure. I'll be there.
Definitely, I'd love to meet you and like poke your brains, man. The amazing
Thank you.
game, very well done.
And share more dark jokes which will never be mentioned on stream again. All right, Advait, thank you so much. Take care, man.
Thank you.
Cool. You just had to mention that. I mean, it's just like,
Because that's what it looked like to me. It's like I was thinking, but do I really want to
it's
stream this
like,
game? No,
oh
I don't know
no.
what is.
Oh god. Okay. Cool. All right, we're up to our next game, which is going to be Nodesmith. So, I mean, you'll be streaming this one as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So while you're setting that up, I'm gonna request to come for the next team to come on stage. Rishabh, Pratham, and Nandita. Oh, yeah, we got Pratham who's
Yeah.
joined us. Hey, Rishabh. Hey, Nandita. Hey, guys. How's it going? Welcome.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
Are you getting guys hear us?
Yeah, we can. We can. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So while Amir is setting up for the next game right now, so why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about your game, Nodesmith. So this was quite interesting. I'm gonna wait till we got some gameplay going on right
There
now.
you go.
This
You'll be able to see it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So this was pretty pretty interesting. Also, Nandita and Rishabh, I think you guys are on mute right now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you guys. Cool. Rishabh, can you say something?
Hello.
Okay, cool. Yep. All right. So, first question. This is really interesting. I feel like anybody who's a game developer or developer in general might think of where the inspiration for this game might have come from, but I would like to hear from you guys. What was the inspiration for this game, for this game jam? So, who wants to start us off?
Yeah. So I'll start. So basically, my first thing to do while starting a game jam is to go on itch and play a lot of games to get some ideas around it. And yeah, this is clearly from Unreal, I guess, and visual scripting, basically visual scripting. So I was going around and I was like, we have to build something unique, something so much unique that people will like it and love it. So I was doing some research about it, and then I thought, why not we can just connect nodes and let layer build upon the abilities of the character. So then I shared the idea with both of them, and they were like, okay, let's go, we can do it.
But wait, so you got this idea from Unreal Engine's this thing, blueprint, or basically the way they do their
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's called Kismet. It used to be called Kismet in 2012 when it was UDK's, because this is what I did in 2012. So it was very nostalgic for me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so so that's one thing I thought that was really interesting. The other I also wanted to hear from you guys was like the artwork. What was the inspiration for this kind of artwork? Because I quite like the character. Like it's this sort of flat but also still colorful style. Who got to work on the artwork for this game?
So Nandita was working on it. I guess she'll get to it.
Yeah, Danita, can you unmute yourself? I think she's still on mute right now.
Yeah, she is.
No worries.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
So can you talk a little bit
I'm
about the
sorry.
artwork in this game? Sorry, go ahead. You were saying something?
Yeah. I think I missed the question. Sorry. Um.
It's all right. It's fine. I was talking about the artwork in this game.
So like we only had like 2 days to like finish the game. So like
Right.
I thought we can make one background and like simplify the layer thing and like um. I'm sorry. I'm a bit nervous.
Hey, no worries. It's okay. But yeah, I get what you're saying. This is a very nice, streamlined way of presenting the game. I feel you can make
Yeah.
multiple levels with
So
this kind of background and setup.
yeah, I thought of playing with silhouettes a lot so that
Ah,
we can show depth and everything, and like as the level increases, so and the color gets a bit darker as the danger and evolving ability. So that's all, and that's why I made the character whole black, because that's the strongest silhouette you can get. So yeah,
right.
it is just like, yeah.
Also, the chat agrees with you about being nervous on stream. It's totally relatable. So thank you, anxious for posting that. Rishabh, what did you get to work on for this game?
To the development and design side. Both me and
Oh,
Pratham
sorry,
was
dude. Can you
working
speak up a
together
little
on the
louder?
design. So we like uh, both me and Pratham were working on the development and design side.
Okay,
So like uh, we figure out what we'll do. Like I worked on the character movements, and he worked on the all the node related stuff.
gotcha. Cool.
So
So Pratham,
basically,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
basically we were like switching our roles constantly back and forth. Like I started as a designer, then he started as a developer. Then after 2 hours, I was the developer and he was a designer. He was level designing some parts, I was coding some parts, and we were like switching back and forth around it. Like there's a funny story at the night in the night, because we cannot get sleep. So what for sleep, we were like, you sleep 2 hours, then I'll sleep 2 hours, then you sleep 2 hours, and I'll sleep 2 hours. We were
I have to
constantly.
have this discussion later with our admins and mod from Game Dev community. Like, I thought the idea of a longer game jam was to make it less stressful, but that doesn't seem like that was the case for certain teams. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I,
okay.
I
But thank.
I I took quite a bit of time. It's like when I was streaming this game, because it was like it took me a while to understand how these nodes go. So I had to spend a lot of time, and I was like failing a lot. But once I figured it out, it took a lot of time. So yeah, so I think the 72 hours was like very well deserved for this game specifically.
It was too hard to build that node system. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Cool. So, guys, this was fantastic work. I know I cannot stress enough the creativity that you guys have displayed, and I generally like everything about this game. To be completely honest, I don't really have any notes to share. Is there anything that you feel like you guys could improve upon in the after the jam? If there's anything you want to update or change?
Yeah, there are a lot of things we like to improve upon. Like first of all, the node system. It is currently a bit confusing for the non-node users.
Ah,
So it is actually a lot confusing. So we would like to improve on that idea and change some things around that. We have not thought about it yet, but yeah, we'll definitely do about it. And the things about, there are some issues also, like the player while playing the thing, that connecting everything together will make the game go. But it's not like that. So we'll have to make the player understand more about it. Like we have to do one by one, and that's all. That's everything we could do about it.
cool.
Also,
I love.
yeah, also we have to add different abilities. Like we were in the initial part, we were planning about 6 to 7 abilities for the player to throughout the game, but we would only achieve like 4 to 5 in the given time. So yeah, we'll definitely add that those
I
as well.
like how you said, what did you say? Non-node believers or something?
Non-node users, right? Non-node users.
Users. Oh, sorry, my bad. Non-node believers. Who came up with
People
that?
who don't know how to code, aka me.
Yeah, I certainly know how to code myself. Anyway, I mean, I think we've seen enough of things
Yeah.
reminding me of coding.
I just
But
want to say I
guys,
didn't need any cheat codes for that.
I know, right? Guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate the creativity on display and such an interesting, colorful team. Will you guys be at IGD next week?
Yeah, we will be.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
awesome.
Well, I'd love to see you all of you there, over there.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Same
Thank
here.
you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
We'll
Likewise.
see you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, chat. That was Nodesmith. Again, if you liked this game, you may vote for it in the Popular Choice Awards polling, which is already live. And I believe in the chat, it's already pinned as well. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, admins. And that will be running for the rest of the night till midnight. Okay. I believe I have the next game right now. Wrong window.
Puff Eyes, yeah?
Ooh,
Is it
Puff
Puff
Eyes.
Eyes?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and set this up. And can we please have on stage Mr. Anuj Mishra?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello there. Sorry, I'm just setting this up right now.
Hi guys, what's up?
Good to see you, Anuj.
Oh, you know.
Good to see you too, yeah.
Oh, do you guys know each other?
Not really.
Amir
It's like,
and
okay.
I
he's
have
like,
a great relationship with our
Sorry,
team,
that seemed
with
really
our puzzle
friendly. So I
team.
was like,
So,
wait, do you guys know each other? Sorry, my bad.
you were saying, Anuj?
Go ahead.
am I audible?
Yeah.
Yep, you're
Okay.
audible. Can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to be checking out Puff Eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and check the credits real quick to see if your name is here. Yep, there it is. Although it seems like it's missing the last two letters of your
Yes,
name, so that might be a
it's a
bug.
typo.
Right.
Mhm.
It's okay. Future note. So why don't we go ahead and get us started? Amir, do you want to tackle the first question?
Yeah. So again, my first thought when I like opened this game up was this is going to be. I had no idea what this was, and then I had to figure it out. Okay, this is a puzzle game where you can only move one thing at one at a time, right? So it took me quite a while on stream to figure this out, and I thought this puzzle is like a little beyond my mental skills, and I might not. As I was worried, I might not be able to finish this game. So, but I did play quite a bit of. I think I did manage to finish. I don't remember, but I did like played like quite a bit of levels. So what I want to know is like why did you like go with this particular like puzzle theme?
Hmm. It's a good question actually. I have a special place for puzzle games in general. So, but for this, but for this particular jam, I first started with a platformer, and I worked on it a day. I think, it was around the evolving abilities where you get wings and you get something like that. It was very
Oh,
complex, so I decided to go with a puzzle game instead, which I drafted on my copy here. Uh, so
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, I can see they were like a lot of these levels. They had to be handmade, right? You had to try them out one by one and draw them how it's gonna work,
yeah.
and they could
I think
only
this
have
is the
like
level where you left the game, if I
yeah,
remember
that could,
properly.
could be.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how many players. Like I must have played like at least 3 4 levels. I didn't think I did manage to finish this one. I got stuck where
Hmm.
there was like a vertical level. There was like a huge level. But this one I did manage to. भाई तुक्का था वो. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just trying to like get through and trying different combinations because a lot of these puzzles because once I don't because they usually have like only one single solution to these puzzles, right? It takes a lot of time, it's a lot of hit and try. So it
Hmm.
just was like it draws my patience level to like it brings it down to zero and then the rage comes out and there's like why am I playing this game but when you do manage to like finish those levels and simple puzzles, right, it gives like a really good dopamine hit. It gives a sense of accomplishment. So it's
Hmm.
like uh, tell me about like the artwork and this like
Oh, yeah.
small character that you have does this thing have a name? What is it? How
So
do you come
name
up
is
with it?
very interesting actually. This is the last time thing. Name तो बस ऐसे ही रख दिया था पफाइज. वो लास्ट में लोगो बनाना था तो वहां पर पफाइज it was. But I have this idea in my mind a while back that I can make a game around ice. पता नहीं क्यों था बस. So BYOG की theme आई and then it was evolving abilities and I had this art style in my mind, so I just made it in Figma and then just made the game.
No, it's like it's really well. I like, because it looked very like it's like very slimy to me because like it's like different cells are like merging to make
That's
together
what
and
I
becoming
thought.
like it's like this is an alien.
That's what I
It's like a
thought. This was
really
like
cool alien, dude.
mitochondria, the game, or something like
Yes.
that. That's what I thought initially. Is like, holy crap.
Yeah, so in my mind, I thought when I would like bring these two cells together, maybe I'll become a bigger cell, maybe I'll have like some abilities or something. But it's just like bringing these two things together and merging them together, so they just become like one single hive mind or one entity.
Mhm.
So that was really good. I think this was the level that I got like stuck on, and I had to like move on. It took a lot of time. This was like a real
Mhm.
brain racker for me. So
So
No,
there's
no
a
let me
one,
ask,
no one
like,
shader, I
spoil this
think hand-drawn
puzzle.
shader
Sorry.
for every level. Uh, I was telling that when I drafted this idea, there was a catch in this idea that if you make a super character which can move in all the sides, the game is basically over, the level is basically over. So what I did is when you make a super character, it becomes a juggly eye character like this. So I think you are stuck in this level. May I help you?
No, no spoilers. Developers
Oh,
or whoever's watching the stream, do not tell me how to play your game. You spoil the surprise for me. Look, I figured it out. Now
yeah,
I don't
you
want
did.
to. Now I don't want to solve it, Anuj. I hope you're
you
happy.
you you figured out much faster than I did, so
Did I really?
I
Okay.
think last time when you were playing Way Connect in the last gem, I think Amir, you figured
Mm.
out it very fast. I think you
Yeah,
played the game in 2 minutes.
wake rate was a little simpler. Yes,
Yeah, that was super simple. Actually, that
I had
the
good fun
idea
in
was
that.
not that deep. It has a catch that whenever you click on the shortest path, the level is basically just finished. So,
Also, as Vivek mentioned on the chat, Figma isn't sponsoring this stream. I wish they would, but they probably don't return our calls or
Yeah,
emails or texts.
I think
Figma, if
Vivek, we
you are
should reach
listening,
out to
please
them.
go ahead.
For sure.
Cool. So
Cool.
so okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just gonna ask, like, any specific reason why you chose Unity? Is because it's a very simple 2D game. Like, I would have like assumed that if you're gonna make like a very simple 2D game, like Game Maker would be like a very first choice, or like or like a Godot was like, are you like really like well versed in Unity and you decided to like stick to that, or you're like just on the go, I'm gonna do it?
So when I started game dev, I started with those blocky engines. You've seen them? Block puzzle engines. I think it was Scratch,
Okay.
and there was one more, I
Yeah.
forgot the name. But then I got the laptop, my brother gifted me, and then the first thing I did was Unity, and आ गया उस समय थोड़ा थोड़ा सा. तो बस I
Good stuff,
continued with
man.
it.
No, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. The problem with a lot of these games, not just yours, but everyone else who submitted games, is like once you get into it, you just want to keep like playing and stuff. So I definitely think your game absolutely has that going for it. So thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead
Thank you.
and move on to our next game. But Anuj, will you be at IGDC, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. I
Okay.
will be at IGDC, and I'll see you guys there.
Yes, definitely.
Well, not me, but yes, Amir will definitely be there. But thank you so much for joining us for today's
Thank you so much
stream.
for having me.
And
Thank you.
guys, if you really liked Anuj's game, you can vote for Puff Eyes in the popular choice polling. Cool. I quite like this. It was nice. But yes, let us move on to the next game. Oh shit, I closed. No, wait, is it oh, here we go. Okay. Phew, I definitely need to mute the volume for this one. So this is going to be
We have
Hello
we have
Anxiety.
the darkest game next year. I
Oh
think the
man.
devs are already in chat as well. They've been like
Yes.
right from the start of the stream. They're like,
Oh
vote
yeah.
vote for this game. Yeah, there's like,
Yeah, no, they've been
yeah, I love to see that.
Can we get on stage Anurag, Shushant, and Ganeshika? Ganeshika? Just where the heck is
Hello guys, good to see you again.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hi
Thank
guys.
you for joining us. I am
Hi
just
Amir.
booting up. I'm just booting your super amazing, totally joyful, colorful game with flowers and colors and stuff like that. Just kidding. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Slight thing about this. Unfortunately, because I'm on a higher resolution display, the game is going to look like this. So I do apologize for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think it looks fine.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's okay.
completely I just remember, I was like, shit, should I reduce my resolution? And it's like, well, too late now. But I think that should still be okay for you guys. Let me just reduce the volume a bit for this. Cool. So why
I
don't we
mean,
go ahead and get started? Amir, can I get the first question?
yep. So I want to know, like, what were you guys like drinking when you came up with this ideas? Like, what huge problems do you have in your lives right now that you decided to make this
Wow.
really deep game?
All right, we can end the stream there, guys.
Damn.
I
I
mean,
mean, for the idea, the only thing we had initially was we wanted to do something narrative driven, and then we worked our way from there. It was quite hard to figure out how a narrative game would work in terms with the theme, like evolving abilities, because the theme like kind of implied that it would be something like action oriented, vaguely. So it was quite hard. Actually, the first entire day we ideated and came up with a concept, and then on the second day we had to scrap everything because it wasn't really working. Yeah, but yeah, on the second day we kind of figured out the general theme of the game, and then yeah, we went from there.
By the way, this is the character that's being sad after hearing what Amir had to say about the devs and their thoughts about this game. By the way.
yes, because when I was playing this game, so I had a little trouble with the game. Like my build that I was playing was a little buggy. I couldn't really get far into the game and like see the whole mechanics of the brain and how it was working. I just like kept dying to the dark monsters. So, but what I wanted to see was, because I really loved the art of this game. The pixel art is really nice, really well done, and specifically when you get to like the next level, which I will be like, there is like stuff that you see. It was really nice. So what made you how did you decide to pick like this specific pixel art theme? Because it has a little elements of, those Jinji Ito mangas, those horror
Yeah,
themes as
exactly.
well.
Yeah.
I
So
wanted
yeah,
to
so
ask that.
I was wondering, were you inspired by those, or specifically if you just wanted to go for like a pixel horror game?
I mean, the reason to choose pixel art was because we had very less time, and like if we had I wanted to do really cool art, and in order to do really cool art and like normal 2D style, it takes a lot of time. So I decided to go with pixel, and I really love pixel art, so it just worked like both things. And the reason to go for a black and white theme, which worked with the theme also, was like it's easier. It's just easier, and it worked with the theme, so we decided to go with black and white, and it just adds a lot of uh, atmosphere and character to the game as well.
I just thought that this was just like Casper with legs. I'm already a ghost. I'm already dead. So I thought this was just like a whole, a dream sequence thing. I don't know why. I thought, why is like a ghost getting anxiety? Is like it's already it's like not alive. So, but yeah. So tell me
Yeah,
about like the character and everything's like because I got stuck at this level for like quite a bit of time. So like,
yeah,
how do you progress the game? What is like the mental state of this character? Like, what do you exactly
y-
do in this game?
yeah. Speaking of stuck, I can see Vijay is kind of stuck. If you
I
press
was about to
R,
say, like, did I already mess up?
yeah, yeah. So
Sorry.
like as Amir mentioned in the stream earlier, we didn't leave being beginner developers, we didn't leave a lot of time for Q&A. So like there's a lot of work. So if you press R, you can restart the level. I think in this build.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, it's a
Sorry.
different build.
Okay,
I'm
that's all right.
sorry.
You guys continue talking. I'll restart the game. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay, yeah,
It
yeah.
happens.
Yeah, so like in this game, basically you're playing inside of a character who has severe social anxiety, and the ability you're evolving is basically like you're basically fighting his inner demons inside his dreams to give him the courage to like interact in social situations. That's the general gist of the narrative. Yeah, and then in this first level you'll see like you're in a library-esque area, and you have to go up to the like there's a cute girl sitting, and you have to go up to her and interact with her, which is like usually a very difficult thing for people dealing with social anxiety. So yeah, that's a general gist.
Can I
So
can
Especially game
confirm?
devs.
especially game devs, yeah.
So okay, my next question is like is to Guna. So Guna is like, you did the sound for this game. It's like the music is like really nice. There's like a very good airy vibes, and you have experience with music a lot. And so,
Yeah.
tell me, is like what was your thought process when you thought, "Shah, we're making this game. This is what's going to be the sound. What am I going to do about it?" So what was your whole thought
Yeah,
process?
I mean it's a mysterious. Like I just want to make the soundtrack completely mysterious, and you will like immerse the player. just immerse him like with the story, not telling anything, just with the music itself. And the, all the music and sound assets we created, maybe like 20 to 30% is in this build. Because of the
Yeah.
time constraint, we didn't actually add everything. It's a lot of stuff, even in the art also. Like there are a lot of art still not used at this build, but we managed to do whatever we can.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we're
Yeah.
not playing
Yeah,
with sound right now because of the audio levels might be too high. But this is a
yeah,
very
yeah,
spooky game, chat. I would highly recommend playing it with
yeah.
headphones.
And in the audio wise, like it's just the theme is different, and the gameplay we have multiple themes. It's inside the it's very interactive music. Like when the enemy comes in, the music will be different, and anxiety levels goes up. The completely different music will kicks in. It's all synchronized. It's like a what do you call? It's all generative. Like that's how we did in the Unity.
Oh, sorry. What were we
It's
saying?
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's all procedural.
See, the game
Like
is
in the
working
Unity
because
engine,
it's
it's
giving you
yeah,
anxiety
Game is working. Yes, exactly. I'm glad
as
we're not
intended.
playing with sound, by the way.
It's not a bug, it's a
yeah.
feature.
Panicked a
Oh
little bit.
man,
Okay, good stuff,
yeah.
guys. Yeah, I think for sure another amazing creative game that, and I'm loving the energy from you guys. So we'll before we close things off for you, will you be at IGDC next week?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
we all.
All three of us.
Yes, yes.
Yes, again,
Well, well, thank you
good.
so much
We're
for
looking
joining
forward to
us.
meet you.
Yes,
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure, for sure.
Thank you.
Looking
Thank
forward.
you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
no worries. It was our pleasure. Get out of here, crazy kids. Right, Amir? That's what
All
we
right,
wanted to say, right?
exactly.
Just
It's like,
just like we rehearsed. Okay.
how dare you say devs are not like a devs have social anxiety?
Yeah, and it's not with just cute girls, it's with cute anybody or not so
Yep.
cute or,
True.
you know,
True.
non-node believers. So it could be anybody. Great.
Yep.
So we're up to our next game. I believe we're going to be switching this time.
Yep. I think I'm going to be playing Keybound this time. Yep.
Okay. So I'm actually going to just grab some water real quick. I apologize. Amir, do you want to go
No
ahead
problem.
and kick us off, and we could have on stage Mr. Siddharth Patel. Hey there, Siddharth. How's it going?
Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Thank
It's
you
great.
for
It's
joining
it's been
us.
great, man.
No worries. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
you are indeed the developer of Keybound, and I am indeed going to go grab a glass of water before we start. Amir's going to be streaming the game for us.
Sure, stay
All right.
hydrated.
So I'm just going to increase this. So let me know if it's like clear to you guys, because I'm running it in the web browser. So I've just like zoomed it in.
Ahmed, you have played this game, right? You
Yep.
know its bugs and all.
Yeah. So my game audio is like quite loud. So I'll just. All right. So Siddharth, let's begin. How did you come up
Yes.
with this theme? I want to know.
So basically, once I heard about the theme evolving, so I thought a lot about what can be evolving. So the idea that struck in my mind was evolving controls. Like, what if player constantly keeps evolving the controls and I can play around with that? So I thought about it, uh, tried to figure out something interesting to make, and eventually I came up to this. So fun fact, I was 1 day late to this game jam actually.
Oh,
I totally, yeah, I totally forgot about it. But my friend called me up and said, "There is this game jam, man. Why are you not participating?" Then I instantly got to it, and yeah, that's why I had to crunch a little bit, and
well, you
some
managed to
bugs
pull up something really
also
nice in like
got to.
48 hours. So kudos to that. So
Yeah, I think
when I did
the
this like
delay
game on
helped
stream,
me.
I had fun. I had fun figuring it out. I noticed a lot of bugs as well. Some like really like cool ones you could do, like go through walls, face through stuff. So that was like really cool. So
Yeah.
tell me, how did you come up with these puzzles? They look like they're hand drawn. Did you like hand draw these puzzles, or you were just like going with the flow and like making stuff up? And like, how did you come up with the levels?
Yeah, so initially I was going with the flow. My idea was idea was to keep the player, make the player learn the controls over the time, so that player understands it. So I planned the first level that way, and then when I went to the second level, I understood I have to give the player something as a puzzle also, and the gameplay also should be fun. So like that's how I worked on it. And as like as you said, the levels are designed in such a way that
So I noticed,
those
there's
keys
a
are
thing
helpful.
that I noticed in the game was like you
So
get to
player
point
can
A, you get a key to get to the next level, you know, and you have these platforms, you have to jump through them. So it kind of reminded me actually of Prince of Persia. It's like only this time I don't have a lot of control over my prince. So was that like an inspiration, like from different
That's
games, or you thought like this is something
that's
that
a
I'm gonna
great
try and see if that
comparison,
works?
man.
All right, Vijay is back.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, I was not inspired by any specific game, but like it's a collaboration of different experiences, maybe. Like uh, I am mostly into isometric games because isometric games are, as a developer, because isometric games are they take less effort in the art, but still can look good. So so my approach for this game was the same, and slowly I figured out. And based, I also came up with a little bit of story about what you see in the intro. The girl gets into this arcade machine. So like I also tried to make the stage look like something like an arcade machine, maybe by adding some wires and stuff like that. So yeah, that was the approach.
So does this
Yeah,
character
that's
have a
nice.
name? She's like a cute little low poly girl.
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no.
I thought that was
Uh,
her name. I thought her name was
she's just
literally
a
Low
character.
Poly, Poly for short.
So it's a really nice game. I
Yeah,
had
that could be a
really
good joke.
trouble figuring out this specific level on stream because I couldn't like this specific thing I figured out quite late that I have to go here, I have to go there, and then I have to come back all the way. So you go around this like level twice, and I just missed my exit, so I had to come back all the way. And like a lot of these levels like have this feeling of it's like hit and try. Okay, oh no, I did wrong. Pick this or pick this stuff first. So that's a really cool, interesting thing. Did you have like a lot of trouble coming up with these mechanics one at a time?
uh, Not mostly the mechanics, but I think the levels were pretty hard to make because I had the initials like I want to work with these controls and the theme was there, but making these levels interesting, as you know, like as you said in the last level, you had to go twice on the level. I think that that is something that's kind of boring for a player, but as the it was a short period of time for the game jam, so I could not make it tight enough. But I think the levels are the toughest part. So like I wanted to make more, but I ended up making only 7.
Nice.
I think all things considered, despite the low amount of levels, I think you executed the idea beautifully, man. So props, huge props to you for the creativity on display. Is there anything you would want to do different with the game? Anything you would want to change or update? And apart from adding more levels, for example.
I think the game can have a different genre, maybe. Like currently it's a puzzle game, but I think upon thinking more about it, I thought it can be a little bit of action as well. Like
Ah,
Amir might know this. It had a shooting bug in the game.
Yeah,
Like sometimes player kept shooting.
it's when I
Yeah,
get to
so
the gun
actually that
level.
was planned. I wanted to add a yeah. So actually, I wanted the player to have a gun also, but the time was short. So actually, I coded it and didn't use it, but it ended up becoming a bug and it randomly came up sometimes. So yeah, like there are multiple things that can be done, like adding more
awesome. No, good stuff for sure. Great. Well, I think that's all the time we have for showcasing Keybound. So Siddharth, will you be at IGDC next week? I think I'm getting slight. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think Siddharth's video froze just now. Let me just type into
Yeah,
the chat. Can you hear us, Siddharth? One sec. I'll just
yeah. I
ping him
think
on
we
the
might
chat.
have like lost him. He might be coming back.
No worries, no worries. But
Cool.
yeah, I
I
quite
managed to finish
enjoyed.
like most of the levels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I quite enjoyed the game. It was nice, really creative. I also like the premise of going inside the arcade machine. I'm
Yes,
I'm a
yes, and
fan
it
of
has
stuff like Tron and whatnot. Sorry, go ahead.
exactly, and it has a potential for a lot more levels and like interesting mechanics. Is like that's what I enjoyed about this game.
For sure. Okay, we're getting the signal to move on to the next game. So once again, huge shout outs to Siddharth for his game Keybound. If you guys enjoyed this game, then do vote for it in the popular choice polling, which is running tonight till midnight. All right, what is our next game going to be? Oh, here we go. We have Pawn Gambit from Mr. Manas Chitri. So I think you're streaming this one, Amir? Yeah.
Yep. All
Okay.
right, let me just bring it up.
Cool, cool, cool. So we actually had there were other members of the team, but unfortunately they couldn't join us right now. Hey Manas, how's it going?
Hey, hi guys, can you hear me?
Very
Yes,
faintly,
we
and your
can.
video is not on yet. So just give it a moment to buffer, or maybe if you want to check your settings and see.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, but I think the volume might be a bit low. Chat, can we confirm? Can you guys hear Manas? Wake up, chat. We're still streaming games. Come on.
I think I'm having some problem with my network, I guess.
No worries. We'll try our best to press on. So Manas, thank you so much for joining us. The other team members couldn't join, unfortunately. Apart from you, who else was involved with making Pawn Gambit?
Yeah, so we have two more teammates, which were Vastav, he was the main developer, and we had one more artist. Like, not artist exactly, he was doing most of the game references and the audio at the same time.
Okay. One was Vatsav, and who was the other one?
I think his name was something like Phoenix. I don't remember it clearly. Like he had some kind of gaming name. I'm really
No
sorry for
worries.
it. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah,
So
if they don't want to give their real name, that's also completely fine. They can also, if they're in the chat and if they're watching right now, feel free to let us know. Yeah, Manas, let's talk about Pawn Gambit, man. So what was the this was a really unique and fun game for me. And I'm sure Amir will also agree. What
Yes.
how did you guys conceptualize this?
So honestly, it was just a fluke. Like before the theme got announced, I was playing chess. Like I play around with chess a lot. So as I
Okay.
was playing and I got into the theme, and I thought of why not mix this with some kind of evolving thing. And initially, I tried to convince my teammates towards making it. So yeah. So Vastav
how
was a
how did
very
that go?
no, it went well. Vastav is very good guy. Like we went and like initially it was not even finalized for the first whole day. We were just like going back and forth with ideas. We had multiple ideas, so yeah, we were just going back and forth. And then on the second day, like I tried to convince Vastav like let's go with this. So yeah, that was the whole story.
Cool. It was quite interesting. And what was the idea of going with a certain number of squares for the board rather than going for like a full chessboard, right? What you normally get in chess. What inspired you guys to work with like a fixed number of space for the
So
boards, for the puzzles?
like initially for the game, we had a whole narrative kind of thing thought out. Like the pawn is getting like humiliated by some king, so he goes on a vengeance to become the king. So that's the whole
Oh, damn.
journey of evolution of it. But we were not able to show it. So as we go through the journey, we wanted to have smaller areas, then bigger areas with more enemies, then bigger chessboard with like a more narrow pathway, like just two pathways, that kind of thing. So that was the whole brain about it.
Nice. I like it. Amir, your thoughts? Did you have any questions?
Yeah, so my first question was, I'm not like a big puzzle enthusiast, and I don't know how to play chess. I know how all the pieces in chess work, how they move, but I don't have like I don't know what the strategy is or how you. I just go on like I'll kill the first thing that I can kill. That's what I'll do. So
Yeah.
for me, it was really interesting to figure out there's actually chess based moves and levels. First, you had to like do this. Okay, now it's not working anymore. There's a lot of hit and try as well. Then I understood that you had to change your character and then move what piece you want to take first. That's what you do in chess. You have to figure out and prioritize. So
Yeah.
so I'm assuming you're a chess player. Like you wanted to include that in your game as well, or was it like some different kind of strategy that you wanted to implement?
So I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm not very much of a chess player. Like you only, I do the same thing, like killing the first piece I saw.
Sorry, can I
But
can I interject? Can I interject for just a second? Are
yeah,
any of us good at chess? Does it really matter? What do you think about it? Is anyone can they confidently say if they're really good at chess? I just want to throw that out there for everyone here and the chat.
same thing. It's also evolving at the same time, right?
Ah,
There's
well,
always
yes.
someone better. Yeah. So
No
yeah, we
worries.
wanted to like most strategic, just inspired game kind of thing. So yeah.
No, this is great stuff. I wouldn't know from playing this if you were a chess expert or not. So I don't think anyone has to worry about that except us and the chat. So but no, this is great stuff. I really enjoyed playing through this. Once again, like I mentioned earlier, it's just one of those games like you just end up spending more and more time playing it, and just kind of it has that absolutely has that quality for it. Um, Manas, is there anything that you would want to add in addition to this game, like maybe after the jam?
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of narrative planned out. Then we have some
Right.
like mostly we want to polish the game throughout, like have more effects and more. Like we had planned out an environment for the board, like some areas with forest, then a little dungeon type areas kind of thing. So we had those kind of things in mind. We are not able to make it up to the time. So yeah, definitely up to polishing the game, more effects like killing the pawns and evolving the cards. Like initially we had thought of the changing pieces as a card, which you can throw into the board to change the piece. So yeah, we also couldn't make that. So yeah, definitely add those things up.
Nice. We also have Vastav in the chat as well. He's also saying to please go vote for Pawn Gambit as well in our people's choice polling right now. Great. Well, I think that's all the time we have for Pawn Gambit. But once again, Manas, thank you so much.
Thank you
You
so much
and the
for
rest of
having
the
me.
team.
Thank you, thank you.
And will all of you be at IGDC next week in Hyderabad?
Sadly, I won't be there this year, but my teammate
Ooh.
Vastu will be there, so you guys can catch up with him.
Yeah, no,
All
for
right, we're
sure.
looking forward to meet Vasa then.
Yeah, yeah.
Amir will be there to catch up with him. Cool, Manas. Thank you
Cool.
so much.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you,
You
you.
take
Manas.
care. All right. Just quickly catching up with the chat as well. Yeah, we had Siddharth earlier in the earlier stream had connection issues. He's in the chat right now. And he unfortunately had a poor connection, but no worries, Siddharth. Thank you again for joining us earlier. All right, we are up to our next game. We're just kind of breezing through.
Yeah. No,
I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? It's just like
I,
what?
I,
How
wa-
many
I
games?
was Yeah, I was like, I think we're done about like six games, like 8 games now, six or
Does it
seven.
feel like that?
No, it's not. No, it's not. I was like very worried because I'm going to be playing those same games again, and those were quite difficult games. Nodesmith, and those games were difficult. It took a lot of time for me to figure those games out. But now, when I was like actually playing those games, I was like having a very good time because there was some memory of what I had to do. So it was a breeze, thankfully. But there's still same amount of fun.
I'm getting a message from the admins like don't jinx it right now. So like I would
All right, let's
definitely
move
take
on.
take that advice. Okay, we're moving on to our next game, which is a jump night. We have
Oh,
Jairam joining us. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his video right now. So can we please invite him on stage?
Jump 9 is a cool one. I like this
Oh
one.
yeah? Yeah, let me go ahead and share the screen for
Can you
you
hear me?
guys.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Hey, Jairam, we can hear you.
Thank you for joining us. Let me get your game up on screen.
Hi.
Is that visible to you guys?
Yes.
Awesome. So just to confirm if he had worked on this game, I'm checking the credits right now. What? Who's this guy? Eric Matias? I feel like I've been bamboozled.
So
Brackies?
he is one of the open source people that I actually went to get some assets, because
Okay.
I at that time I was kind of like wondering like, okay, how do I get the asset part of the whole jam sorted? And I think I was like, you know what, let's start going for the open source people, and that's where I found this amazing guy. His music was really nice. So
Nice, good stuff. So I can't help but notice in your game called Jump Night that you cannot jump. What's up with
Exactly.
that?
you can play it, proceed to the next few stages, and you'll get this one.
Damn, dude, no spoilers. Come on. Devs always spoiling their games on the air.
All right.
All right.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
So now
So
your
yeah,
knight can
basically for
jump.
those who have not played it, you acquire new abilities as you go. But yeah, talk a little bit about your game, Jayram.
Sure. So when during the conception of this game, I was kind of like a bit worried, because this is my first time using the Godot engine, and I really did not have any idea how this engine worked most of the time. So I was like, let's try making something simple and also test ourselves during the jam, so that I'm also going to be learning a lot of things in that whole pressure constraint scenario, as well as make something for exam as well in the process. So, and during that time, I decided to like keep everything a bit down, like make sure that the every whole game is going to be all about jumping, and just work from there.
Nice. Did you have any inspirations for this game? Like it definitely feels old school, which I like. But were there any
Right.
specific references? Go ahead.
So I mean, most of the old school games that I used to play were all on emulators on my phone. I hope YouTube allows this, because emulators is a bit of a shady
Yeah.
topic. So I always used to play Mario on my mobile, the old one. I really liked that game, so I was like, maybe something in the veins of Mario that would actually be good.
Nice. I think chat, you can confirm whether or not if there are emulators on stream, right? I think we should be okay for tonight's stream. Amir, what are your thoughts on this game? I also saw you play this.
So yeah, so I when I saw that I have to collect all the coins, and so then the 100% completionist guy inside me is like, no, I have to finish this level with 100% everything collected as fast as I can, get all the achievements if there are any. So just trying to explore the levels as much as I can. I don't know in the end if whether I managed to collect everything or not, but that was like really interesting, and this was one of my favorite parts. Like it was like now you can like double jump and fly. So this was like a really cool ability for like a knight. So my question to you is like, why did you choose these abilities like for like a knight? Why is the knight flying?
Right. So it was more of, I was kind of thinking about it in the whole evolution aspect, like how back then animals and everything, they started by walking and then they got the ability to fly, like slowly, like from the ground to the sky thing. So I was kind of going from that angle. So the knight is able to jump, and then when he learned how to jump, he decided, hey, you know what? I'll learn how to double jump. And then after he was mastering the double jump thing, he was like, let me try seeing how to fly. And I think flying is usually in most spiritual stuff that I've read. It's kind of like once you have mastered everything in the world, you kind of get the ability to fly. I was kind of getting that vibe with most of the spiritual fictional novels that I was reading. So I was like, you know what, let me try doing that. Something like that.
So yeah, again, another thing that your level design was quite interesting. I noticed like your platformer that you've integrated is like very. It's not like old school. It's very fast. It's more like those new modern like Celeste type of games and Towerfall,
Hmm.
where you have to be like really fast and very precise to get your jumps and everything. So yeah, so how did you like build the levels? Was it like again on the go? Did it take you a lot of time to like manually draw these levels and playtest them, whether it's working or not? Is it too long? Is it too short? How did you go about all that?
So the level design, how I did the level design was by basically keeping the player character
Nice,
in
coding.
mind.
Yeah.
So by keeping the player character in mind, I was like, okay, now that we're giving him his abilities, the level should also make sure that it cooperates with the player. Like the whatever abilities the player is getting, the level should also do a good job in communicating to the player that, hey, you've gotten this ability now, why don't you try jumping here? And I think that was really well. I feel it was personally like shown very well in the second stage, where you can see that the platforms are all placed in a bit of like a position where the ability that you get in that particular level actually would make a lot of sense. Like, oh, so this is why the placement is like this, that kind of thing. And the floating, for the floating level, I kind of wanted to do a lot more with it. Like, basically make sure that the coins that you have collected, like, kind of act like a fuel of sorts as to how long you're staying in the air. But then later in the development, I was thinking maybe this would actually limit the player's freedom a lot. Like they want to keep flying. Like you mentioned that you really like the floating ability. So the last minute I decided, you know what, let's cut it out and let's just keep it just like that. And I feel that probably robbed a bit of the whole risk and reward scenario in the process, because there is no risk, right? You're just flying. The level doesn't
Yeah.
really, the platforms don't really help at that point. You're just like pressing the space bar and you just move. But again, I think that is somewhat in the whole game design aspect. Like you have to make sure that everything just works and the risk and reward thing doesn't like limit the player from trying a lot of the abilities or whatever the game gets. That kind of thing.
I had a similar thought with the floating stage, because there were so there are no other than this one enemy here that's here, right, at this second part of this stage when you get the double jump. There weren't any like spikes or anything. I know last year when I was streaming these games, I said no more spikes, but I think people took it too literally this year.
So there was no spikes, but there was actually a very large slime that was going to appear there, and it was actually going to appear in the floating level. And the problem I had in that thing was, again, time constraints. Engine was not cooperating with most of what I'm trying to do, so I had to like axe out a lot of features. Like I also went with a lot of cool visual effects, but since I'm WebGL for Godot actually has a really like somewhat of a weird support for shaders, I had to cut it out because the game was not looking good. Like half of the screen was getting cut off. It just looked really weird. And I was like, okay, this is a very cool shader. I spent a lot of time. It's not working. May as well just disable it. And if you notice in the main menu, there is actually after the credits, there is actually a large amount of space. There was actually going to be an options menu there, and the options menu actually had a lot of control, like how to like control the volume, control the music, control the shader effects, all that stuff.
Cool. No, good stuff. I quite enjoyed it. As a fan of 2D platformers as well, I mean, I grew up on Mario and Sonic and a bunch of other old school 8-bit, 16-bit stuff. I had a fun time playing your game. So I just want to say thank you so much for submitting this game. What I wanted to ask you is, will you be at IGDC next week?
I'll be there.
Awesome.
Then we will meet you over there.
Sure.
Jayan, thank you so much for participating.
Thanks, Jay.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Jump Night. Please vote for it in the People's Choice polling that we are conducting right now. Take care. Okay. I'm still, even though I'm not streaming the game, I'm still playing it right now. So I need to stop.
Because it's fun. It is fun. Yeah. I think
nice.
if you could just like add a bit of mechanics to the game, it will be like really wonderful. Like very simple stuff. Yeah. Very simple stuff. It has potential for a lot of levels again.
I absolutely agree. Okay. So we are down to wow, we only have 2 games left.
Two more games. Yeah. 2 more games.
Wow, crazy. Okay. So next game is on me. That's going to be Blocky Rampage. And the team will be joining us. We have, I believe, 4 people joining us. That's going to be Pranoy, Nilakash, Jitesh, and Vikram. Sorry, my eyes.
Right. Just FYI, bump down your volume for Blocky Rampage.
My volume?
Yeah, the game volume. Yeah, it's like it's got like really like yeah.
Oh,
you'll know once you fire it up. You'll know. It's like good to see you guys.
Okay. Yeah, welcome guys. Even though I can't see you right now, but hang on. I'll just let me get your game up and running. Should I play the music for this?
Well, you can. Like then you won't be able to hear us talking.
No, because I generally like the music in this game, but you know what? It's all right. I'll have to mute it for now. Let me go ahead and share it right now, and then we can start ourselves off. Uh, Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Are we audible? Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay,
Thank you
cool.
for
So
having us.
why do we go ahead and get started? So Blocky Rampage, interesting title, and I also quite like the mechanics in this game. So what if one of you guys could start us off and tell us a little bit more about how you guys came up conceptualizing the game?
Uh, okay, so I'll start. Basically, uh, hello again. My name is Pranay Chatterjee. Currently, I teach at a place called Ecole Intuit Lab, and I'm very proud to have students like these because this is my first time participating with a team, by the way, in BYOG, and
Nice.
Nice.
they are a part of my team. So yeah, really proud of these guys. Just showing up and doing so well in their first game jam ever. So yeah, basically the concept was pretty. Have you guys played Edge? It was on those Sony phones.
Edge, can you
It was
describe it? It sounds
it was a block. It
familiar.
was a block that you move around in a level, and it just rolled.
I remember
Down.
Bounce.
No, it was called Edge.
All right, no,
It
no,
was
I
for
don't think so.
Sony phones only. Yeah, I was just experimenting with some mechanics like those. I really like that game. And so, yeah, the most of the ideation part was from experimenting with previous games and mixing and matching mechanics. But yeah, this is of the game's idea that basically feeling.
Nice. Okay. So in the game Edge, because I've not played it, and this is one of the inspirations for
Yeah,
your game. This
yeah,
mechanic of having the machine gun, have you click on the mouse button to fire, and then moving your character, right? It's a cool mechanic.
right.
Did Edge also have something like this, something similar?
No, this thing was actually inspired by another game. As I told, I really love to mix and match good things of different games. That's how I think most good games are created anyways. So it was inspired from a game called Gunbrick, and
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
stuff.
it's basically one of my favorite developers as well, Nitro. I really like their games, and yeah, this was basically I thought of adding in a bit more to Gunbrick, and yeah,
So I will say, like, it's minor feedback. Uh,
yeah.
am I
So
only able to use the mouse click to fire, right? Or can I use another button in this build?
no, just the mouse click right now. Yeah,
Okay, so I use a vertical mouse because I
I got
have
it.
terrible I have a really weak wrist. So having to continuously
Yeah.
click uh, to get
No,
up
you
there.
don't
I
have to
did it. I did it.
continually
I did
click.
it.
By the way, you just hold. You can just hold
Or you could
the
just
button.
see. I'm shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
learning new stuff
absolutely.
every day. Goddamn. Okay. I also love the
Yeah,
artwork. By the way, did
thank
one
you.
of you guys work on the artwork as well?
It was mainly done by Vikrant, so Vikrant and himself.
Yeah, I
No.
made the asset, some specific asset by myself on a sprite.
Good stuff, man. What was your inspiration for the artwork?
So we had only 3 days, so it would be really hard to make something detailed. So I took reference from Google. It took many iterations, then I came up with this. Like, we should do pixel style. It would be really great to do like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Amir, did you have any questions you want to ask the devs?
Yeah, so my question would be like when you were like coming up with the mechanics and everything, because for me when I was playing the game I thought like these mechanics are really cool, really interesting. When I got like level 1, level 2, which took me a lot of time, because like the main character is like just the movement is like felt like a bit slow to me, so it took me a long time, to understand, and what do I have to do, which position do I exactly figure out how to move, how to get from point A to point B, like which is this took me like I don't know about like 5 to 10 minutes just to get up there. So yeah, so how much time did you spend, playtesting? Did you like, because you're like a team, did everybody play it, or just one guy played it? Okay, yes, the game is working. Let's go. We're done. So yeah, how did you come up with the levels and everything? Like, because they're like really long levels. Like either you go for a short level, a long level. So how did you do that?
So I made the levels. So I was trying to make it more vertical and interesting. So where the player can use his brain to complete the levels and go on.
So that
Yeah,
was
because
Nitesh,
like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, this game is fun. I really like what you guys have done here. It's once you get a hang of it, it's quite satisfying. So I really appreciate the thought with everything, the mechanics, the style, the inspirations and stuff that you guys have mentioned. It's very cool.
Thank you.
Sorry, Amir was saying something.
Yeah. So when I finally got to this level, I had the unlock. So I had to get into the right positions, get to the right point, what turn do I need to make, at what angle do I need to be. So for me, that was like the best part, just figuring it out how to go around this level. And I really like this bug where I just don't die. you know, you saw that, right? You still have 3 hearts.
Yeah.
And if you like just
Yeah,
like keep on going, you'll get back to the top of the level. If you just like keep clicking right now, you'll just go through the level. There's no collider over there, so you can just like bypass the levels as well. You could do crazy
yeah.
stuff in this, which was like interesting for me to see. So
Yeah,
cool
this
game.
also I
I
accidentally did this on my last playthrough. I think I had actually gone up here. And I don't remember, but I think I had glitched to the top, but now it's not happening. Okay,
Right.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
never happened,
So
guys. Never mind.
tell us about the music.
Actually,
Like the music was like really nice. It's a bit too loud. I had no control over the volume at my like when I was streaming. So it's like I couldn't uh, concentrate a bit. But the music was really nice. So how did you like go about it? Like did you create it? Like is it like a free thing? So, tell us about the music.
actually, funny story. The music was just taken from every other YouTube video, just going around searching for. And while I was giving them the music part, I told them, okay, game test kar le. Abhi, these are the final 4 or 5 hours that we have. Just test the game correctly, make sure everything works fine. And these guys had already prepared their own music, like put in everything before even starting to play test the game. So I just told them, okay, abhi ke liye ye change kar. We need the music first. We can't skimp on the music part, even if the gameplay is a bit rough here and there. I do think that a background music would really elevate the experience. So yeah, that was very last minute, but I'm glad the lead came on.
Cool.
Nice.
So, tell me, like, how many levels did you like have actually made? Because I think I got to like the third level. I think I got like stuck at the end of the third level, which I think this is the one that Vijay is playing right now. So, like, how many levels like does the game have? It's like, but because again, platformers like these have potential to have like multiple hundreds of levels. Like, how
Mm.
much time did you like invest in like making these levels? Like, is it like a finite number,
I
or
think
do you have like more levels
Akash
in the
can
game?
answer that. I think Akash can answer that.
We made a total of 7 levels. I think that's what we could have done in like 3 days. Uh, I think, yeah, this is the third level.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
unlock more weapons
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
the
Ooh,
more you progress.
I
nice.
think you get like a blue ability in this one, right? At the end of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my
Yeah.
one side was red and the other side became blue. So I do like remember that. So it was like cool, fun game. Really nice. Just a few bugs here and there, but which just like makes it
Yeah.
more interesting. I think like sometimes bugs bring out like the finer qualities in a game. Like I would say, it's like I would go like technically I would always say no, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna fly. Like, and then the dev would be like, no, yes, I don't want to do this. This is a feature. But sometimes like developers would necessarily like leave that stuff in just to like have like a quick laugh at the expense of the players, or like those. So
Right.
like do you plan on working on this game like a bit more, because this has potential to like become big if you like work on it a bit more, what I feel. So what do you guys like, are you gonna like keep working on it, do anything about it?
So currently we are, and again promo aside, we are currently showcasing two of our games at IBDC. As I said, we are a part of Unquotable Studios, uh, us four right now. And
Nice.
currently we will showcase two of our games at the IGDC Indie booth, K35.
Nice.
So please, if anyone's
Excellent.
interested, do that. And yeah, surely I do plan on expanding upon this once we get the time. Because I do think this has potential to be made into a full game. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Cool. Interesting. Nice stuff,
Awesome.
guys. Nice
Yeah.
stuff.
Cool. I think I'm gonna stop here,
Thank you
and
very much.
it's totally not because I suck at this game and I don't want everyone else to know about it. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. You already answered that if you'll be
Thank
in IGDC next week, so that's great.
you. Right.
And yeah, I'm just looking forward to see what else you guys come up with. I'm pretty excited. And
Thank you.
if anyone wants to follow your progress or anything, or whatever your studio is working on, do you guys have like a website or something?
So we have a very, I do think it's very creative pitch deck available on it's payable on the
Okay.
same link as Blocky Rampage. So it's in
Okay.
my page only. And yeah, you guys can just
Excuse
check it out. It has all my socials and everything. It's a playable pitch deck kind of situation. So yeah, you can just play a game and know more about this thing. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. Feel
Nice.
free to share that in chat so like everybody can have
Yep.
a look
Sure,
at it.
sure.
Yeah.
I'll
For
do
sure.
it right now. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Guys, thank you
Cool.
so much for
Thank
joining
you
us,
so much, guys.
and we will see
Thank
you
you.
at
Yeah.
IGDC next week. Take care.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
for having
Yeah.
us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And by we I mean actually Mr. Malik, because I ain't going to IGDC. The hell am I
Ain't
talking
nobody got
about?
time for that.
Ain't nobody go. I wish generally speaking, it's not a time thing, trust me. But there's like anyway, sorry, off topic. Cool. So yeah, crazily enough, crazily, we're up to our last game, and it doesn't even feel like it because I'm just having a super fun time playing all these games again
Yeah.
and checking out and
It's
chatting.
only been like an hour or so. Yeah.
Oh, has it only been an hour?
Yeah. Yeah. I see about
Oh,
like 100 minutes. Okay. Cool.
okay. Wow, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel that long until, of course, the admins in the chat will tell us, "Nah, keep going." Cool. So we're up to our next game, and Amir, can you tackle this one? It's gonna be Geo
Yeah, but
Genius.
yeah, it's like a final game for the nights, like the 10th game,
Yes.
Geo Genius. So I'm going to fire this up.
Awesome.
Okay.
And we'll have one of the devs joining us on stage, which is Ayaz.
Hi, hello. I'm
Hey,
audible?
Ayaz, how are you?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
I'm fine.
Your voice is
Yes,
a
I can
little
hear you.
low. Are
Low.
you able to?
Yeah, your voice is quite low.
Hello?
It's quite low.
Yeah.
Low. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
know if can
hello?
you sorry, I asked, can you rejoin?
Okay, okay. I will rejoin.
Yeah, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Amir is already starting to play. He's like, I got this.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like chill around.
No
I
worries.
could hear him. It was just as like his volume was like a bit down.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess what I recommend is try leaving the room and see if you can rejoin and see if that helps with the audio quality.
Okay, right. Okay.
Because
Network issue,
unfortunately
I
I'm
think.
not able to hear. I can increase my volume. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How's that? Ayaz, can you hear us? I'm not sure if he's admins. Can we help this guy out? Maybe have him bring him backstage and see what the issue is. Okay, no worries. We'll give it some time, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. I think he's run into some technical difficulties right now. That's okay.
That's okay. All right. So I'll just like
We can
now
talk about the
actually
game
try to
while
play
we
the
wait.
game.
All right.
So yeah, I found this game interesting. Is like you get to be like different shapes. I think that was like a cool ability.
Mhm. But the
So and
question,
then you get to.
Amir, the question is, do you feel like a genius in this game? A geo genius?
No, I didn't get to feel like a genius, but I think I am a genius. Like when I figure out the levels after like 10-20 minutes, that's when I get the genius feeling.
I like the way you said it's like, I think I'm a genius. No, but this was I quite like this game. Yeah, so common theme I noticed for a lot of the games submitted this year, especially the ones that also got to be a part of the top 10 that got qualified, is that people came up with unique solutions for movement and stuff like that. It's not it need not just be like a character animated to be moving, right? It could just be them like either rolling as a square, or it could be like a circle or something. So
Yeah.
we have sorry, Ayaz is joined back. But his message says we're not able to display his camera and mic. Ayaz, are you on the call? Ah shit, he can hear, but he has network issues. Oh boy. Okay. That's okay. We could try giving it another minute. Worst case, we could do this interview on chat.
Yeah.
Which would not be the weirdest thing, but that's okay. Anyways, but yeah, no, I quite enjoyed actually, Ayaz, if you're in the chat right now, and if you can hear us, why don't you tell us what was the inspiration for this game that you came up with? Especially this part, right? When the character, your square or circle like expands and stuff like that. I thought stuff like that was pretty nice and creative. Dang, you nailed
Dang.
that. You are a
So
geo genius, dude.
what can I say? Why are we so good at these games?
Because we played them before the stream. I mean, because we're
But yeah,
just
I had the same question that you had. Like the ability, you like when when you're a square, you have to like go down. You have to press the down key, and then you go. It took me a while to figure that out. How these shapes are evolving and changing inside the game. So
yeah,
that was like really interesting. When I thought when on stream when I was playing the game, when I got to like the third level, when I completed, I was like, what? I just like started playing this. It's only been like 5 minutes. Like I need more levels. Give me my levels. Like this
yeah,
is such a cool concept and interesting. It's just got started, and I was like, the game is over. Like, why?
yeah. No, that was definitely a thing I've noticed in other games as well, especially this one. It's just like, oh, it's over. So I think that's the thing that a lot of the devs and teams will definitely will want to say if they had more time, they would have definitely probably added like more levels in. Just checking the chat right now. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're still troubleshooting with the developer of the game, Ayaz. But if you guys like what you're seeing for Geo Genius, please go vote for it in the popular people choice polling. What the heck is this thing called? I call it like three different things right now. Popular choice polling. Okay. People's choice.
People's
If you
popular
know
people's choice.
popular people's choice.
Popular people's choice.
Yeah. But yeah, PPC for
Hello,
short. Okay, Ayaz is
I'm audible.
joined.
Hello.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's back. He's back.
Yeah, I can hear him too.
Sorry, the network issue was there.
No
I
worries,
just
man.
restart the computer now.
That's
Hello.
okay. I actually can hear you much better now. So thank you for joining the call. Did you
Okay.
hear any of the random bullshit that we were spouting on the stream?
What?
That's
Yeah,
okay.
your
I
audio
had
is
a.
not clear. Sorry. Hello.
Oh, is the audio not clear for us?
Yes. The audio is not clear right now.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Now
Basically, what
it's
I.
clear. Okay, now it's clear. See.
Okay, great. I wanted to ask you what was your inspiration for this game.
Inspiration. I saw anyone made the square. One person made their square, wheel up and square, which was rotating on the catenary curve. And for there I thought like why to evolve the shapes from square to circle. And then I thought like why not make a game on the geometry shapes. Then I thought like okay, so we will make a what are the properties of an geometry shapes. For circle, it's obviously work like an wheel. And triangle, which can be obtuse, acute, and rectangle. And for the rectangle, yeah, it can change its shapes by keeping their 90-degree angles from both the sides. That's what I do. Like you stop the game right now, Baldwin.
Yeah, I think because Goku appeared on stream and Amir was worried about
I've,
getting
I've
caught.
I finished the game twice.
I know.
Do you want me to stream it? I can stream it for you if you like. One second.
Oh, okay. Why not? I know that
Uh,
Malik, you are so disappointed with the game because I know
No,
you.
no, it's like I'm not
Arre?
disappointed.
Are you?
I want
No, no.
more. I'm very happy with the game.
I saw your stream like where you got all the four shapes and then you say like, what, I have all the power, and then you just completed the game. Because
Exactly. That's when the real game started, and there were no levels. I wanted more levels. I want to play more of this game.
Damn,
Please make more levels.
Amir getting
I
called out on stream right now. It's
Okay.
I literally work on many features right now because I'm not yeah, I'm just a beginner in the game jam, so I had not experienced that how I should manage all the things and plan for the game. The this level which you're playing right now, it just created in the last 2 hours.
wow.
Hello,
Okay.
last 2 hours, and with that I have to build the game, and while building I got the error. So the script and coding which causing this error, I just simply deleted that, so you can see like there is no proper audio in the game. It's because of that.
Oh,
And the
I
second
muted.
thing,
I actually muted the audio. Sorry about that because
yeah,
I died. Sorry. I had to
and the
mute the
first
music.
square, like you can see like there is an something like the catenary curve road. Go back,
Oh,
sorry,
okay. Yeah, I'm on my
eventually.
way.
Okay,
Yep.
wait.
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 Here.
Go little bit further and just
Further.
further.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you saw, like the smooth running the smooth the square is working like in a wheel. You can see that on the road.
Yeah, I can see that.
Here it is working. It is driving like in smooth on that catenary curve. Go back.
Like this?
Yeah, that's smooth.
Hell yeah.
I saw this video. From there, I got the information to make a game on the different shapes. And for making that cartoonish shape, I literally use the formulas to code that. When that didn't work, I simply use different method.
Gotcha.
Okay, and the most challenging thing was in this game to make the triangle.
Oh, the that reflects the lasers and stuff, right?
Yeah, the
Yes,
triangle has like a bit like a bit. It's a bit jiggly. It's like a slime. So that was like cool.
that wasn't tough part because that is not an predefined shape in the Unity. That process I created that in code, that geometry. For that I use the coordinate geometry. I don't know how to create that, so I watched some blogs and some videos to how to create those. That was so challenging for me.
Shit. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I'm getting trying not to get caught by the drone. My bad. Sorry. I'm just too
No,
much.
no,
I'm too much into your game right
sir.
now.
Hello.
Hello.
Here you have to hide. Here you have to hide by using the square. That's the ability of the square.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Whenever like when I see platformers, I think jumping all the time.
No,
That's
no, no.
just
That's not jumping because you literally get the damage when you are in the white color area.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I believe it's overtime damage. Like the drone, like when you come into its line of sight, it doesn't like instantly kill you. It takes a bit of time for it to like find you, and
Per
then you
second.
like then you die and have to restart.
It gives
Gotcha.
50 damage per second. That's how it works.
Uh,
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
and for making these many of features, I literally don't got a time to create the many levels. I literally imagine very awesome levels to create, and for that you can see when you change to the rectangle. Hello.
Yep, I can
yeah,
hear you.
Stream is not picking up. Okay,
Oh, is
I
the
will.
stream buffering for you?
Okay, now you have switched to the triangle, right?
Yes,
Hello,
sir. Well,
rectangle.
no, I switched. Oh, I think the stream is getting delayed for you right now. Maybe
Hello.
that's why.
Right.
We can hear you, Ayaz.
Switch. Wait. Now switch to the rectangle. Now you can see. Hello.
Okay, I think Ayaz, I think we're gonna stop here
Hello.
because the stream is getting delayed for you right now, and I don't think you'll be able to hear our audio properly. I'm just gonna stop streaming the game
Okay.
here. And yeah, so we got dude, we played our game twice. How awesome is that? No other developer on their showcase today got to see their game twice
Most
today.
screen time is like in this stream is it's your game. It's the last one and it's your game.
Ayaz, will you be at IGDC next week?
Yeah, I will be there.
Awesome. So
All
I
right,
know
then
you
I
mentioned
will see you there definitely.
yes, I know
Sorry
you
for the
mentioned you're a
network
new
issue.
developer and this is a new experience for you, but we generally really enjoyed playing your game and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for participating.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry for the network issue last time.
No worries.
All right, I
Amir,
think we're done. Yeah,
yeah, man,
that
it
was a
was
really nice stream.
that
We had a
was
bunch of people joining in.
pretty fun. Amir, be honest. Have you ever done something like this before?
I did stream a bunch of games for like the WTF Jam, yeah, but we didn't have like this like a kind of like a showcase thing, that we're doing right now. So that's good to see. I hope there's more of these things, any other game jams or whatever it is. It's always fun to just talk to developers like this when playing their games. This is the part where it's just the creativity and just like finding out how the ideas these developers have come up with is like the most, some of them are like the funniest stories ever. It's like it's really amazing stuff when you listen to them, and just like the amount of work that they put into it, uh, the sleepless nights, the hard work, the Red
Oh,
Bulls
yeah.
going in. It's like the no sleep, and it's and when it's a physical jam, so it's like it's even on like the next level. The energy, the hype is like, so it's like really good to see that, and finally get to showcase these levels. That that's what game dev is all about. We want to showcase these levels, the potential of these developers to everyone out there, because they have potential so much that they can an idea can start from anything. You make a small prototype, like these are all prototypes. They have, some of them have the potential to become like good like mobile games, good like
For
PC
sure.
games, and they could just like publish them. Maybe they if they do that, this is the platform where you just we get them recognized, give them visibility, and hopefully somebody sees them, they get like some sort of opportunity. So that's what we're trying to do here, and just like get the word out. And I hope we're doing like trying to do like a bang up job. But
No, I
we'll
didn't do.
see.
We had like, I mean, it's gone down a bit, but we had like almost 30 people watching the stream towards the end. It's
Yeah.
gone down now to like 25.
Yeah, I saw 55. So yeah, good numbers
Yeah,
for the stream. Yeah,
no,
so
for
that's what
sure.
we're trying to achieve. Yeah, and the popular poll is still on, so people can still vote. It's on till midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys liked any of the games that were featured here, we showcased 10 games. And I'll just quickly read some of those games again for those who had missed the stream. We got to play Employee of the Month, Project Evolve, Nodesmith, Puff Ice, Hello Anxiety, Keybound, Pawn Gambit, Jump Knight, Blocky Rampage, and Genius. So these were all the games that we. Someone had asked in the comments if there were any more games, but this was pretty much all the games that we got to showcase this time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to once again to all our participants. Guys, thank you so much for being involved with this and taking the time to sit for 3 days, either by yourself or with a team, with your caffeinated drink of choice, and hammering away at all these really cool games that we got to play. I got to play quite a bit this year. Not unfortunately didn't get to play all of them, but Amir did. And Amir, did you have any other thoughts about all the games that were submitted this year, apart from
Yeah,
the
I
ones that
think
were
like
featured?
yeah, there was some like really cool entries, like really amazing stuff. Like I knew like a lot of like the games would be in the top 10. I got like I think around like 4 or 5 games that I played that I really liked. I knew would be in the top 10, and they were in the top 10. So that's good to see, because sometimes when you play a game and it like really clicks, like like this deserves to be, like it deserves to be get something, what visibility is, like whatever, like a prize or something. And there are more games like that, but not everybody can make it to the top 10. So that's like that's the sad part of it. But again, because there are a bunch of games that I played that we couldn't showcase. Like I want to just do like a quick shout out to like a game called like uh, Grandpa. I think it was called Grandpa's,
Oh
like
yeah,
by
yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's the funniest game in the jam. If you haven't played it, you guys should. It's called Putting Grandpa Back Together. It's
Putting
you should
Power.
play that game.
Yeah,
It's the funniest game of the jam. That team has done like a fantastic job at that game. It's the most funny game. I think like that had like great potential. But yeah, so
yeah.
so there are more games like that. So that
Yes.
should like deserve attention as well. And So yeah, so do you have like one of your favorites, like have you played that wasn't in the
I
top 10?
apart from the games, yeah, that were not in the top 10, I liked Honey, I Turned into the Slime, into slime.
Oh,
I
yes,
quite
yes,
enjoyed
yes,
that.
yes. Below,
I
Bill. I called Bill. I called her Bill.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
that
really nice game. Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that one. I enjoyed Play with Graphs.
Oh yes.
Shit, I'm blanking out on some names. I saw you play that
Uh,
as well on stream.
yes, this the
Uh
maths is the pain of my life. Like the dev was in chat with me. It's like I played like 50% of the game. They're like, this is my is like ho gaya मुझसे ना हो पाएगा.
No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I genuinely had a fun time, and that like as I kept saying throughout this entire stream, that habit of like even when you're just going through the games, you just end up playing a lot of it and you don't even realize.
Yes.
So I think that quality was resonating with me. Cool guys, I think so. That's gonna be mostly it from today's showcase. Chat, if you enjoyed this, please let us know in the comments or in on our Discord group. If you're not on Discord, please join. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. And you can also hit like on this video. I have no idea if that stuff matters to us for why we're streaming it, but you
Yes,
might
it
as well
does.
do
Hit
it.
that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, see, Amir knows this shit better than I do, so he will tell you what you need to do on YouTube. So, guys, once again, just huge shout out to the streamers who joined us earlier, the developers who made time out for us to showcase, talk about their games with us. Thank you everyone who's watching at home. Also, quick shout outs to the GameDev India crew, Shagupta, Kinshuk, Amir, Beanie, Vivek, Yadu, Shubhang, Chirag. Thank you guys. If you guys are watching, thanks for sticking around. If I'm forgetting anyone else, please ban me and then you can end the stream. That would be an amazing way to end tonight's stream. And yes, we are still running till midnight for the popular choice polling. I think that's mostly it. Oh, thank you IGDC once again for sponsoring this year's BYOG 2024. Whew, I think that's it. Whose idea was it to add that in? Never mind, ban that person. Never. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I would use NSYNC's Bye 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 at the end of the stream, but I think we'll get
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
demonetized.
So if you're playing Grandpa game, yeah, don't stream it. Just
At least not
FYI.
the end. At least not the end.
Not the end. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Amir will be at IGDC.
Yes, I will be there at IGDC. So I'm gonna be meeting all of the devs, all of the finalists, new people, old veterans from the industry, and just like everyone, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, don't hesitate. Just come up to me, hit me with the chat, or like you just like DM me if you're gonna be there. Let me know, and we will catch up with you at that time. And it was like fun.
Yeah, I had fun. Thank you, everyone.
Cool.
Take care. Have a great night. See you. Bye bye.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, I was
All
just
right.
about to ask in the chat. Like,
That
if
we're
you're
not live
still
anymore.
here.
I'm
Should we
seeing
start?
recording is uploaded, so it's done, right?
Yeah, yours is uploaded. We just 60
GG and
seconds
Caps.
Oh,
uploaded.
the stream OBS may
Guys, we're
still
still
live.
live.
Yeah. We're
Hey,
still
everyone, we're still here.
live.
Oh my god.